Oh, guys, I'm down in the dumps. It's Friday night. I got some rest. I came off of mornings. I made out like a bandit. I ended the week like a G toy hunting. I'll show you guys that. The cleaning lady wasn't there today either. But we got nothing to unbox. I'm on the crack the set of retro collectibles KRAK It live at the Cowie Diecast Museum, and we got nothing to crack. Psych, you know if you're here we got something to unbox, and it's a good one.
This episode of KRAK It with Retro Collectibles is sponsored by and in association with the Cowie Diecast Museum, killing the value on collectibles since 2019.
So the last video was this crazy car, this Exoto Ford GT40. Not only was it crazy detailed, it looked like all the parts were handmade, but crazy expensive. Now that Ford GT by Exoto, that there's only one of those on eBay. There's two listings, but it's the same seller, same car. $1,100 shipped. Buy it now price, guys. Holy shit. Now, eBay, you take it with a grain of salt. Like our buddy Gordon, we were chatting in the inbox the other day. Gordon mentioned about people talking about Exotos for $500 being a bargain. That's more of a realistic number. Honestly, I think Glenn paid probably under 300 for that car. Probably. I'm not an expert on what he paid, but I mean, But that is high end. Now, we found another high end car, an expensive car. Not quite as expensive, but it's an Exoto, and it's from the Legend series, or the same series as this one. It's a Shelby Cobra. And we're gonna, what do you do with an expensive model like that, guys? There's really only one logical thing to do. Let it breathe. So before we let that breathe and hang it upside down in the shower and completely just bleed every dime of equity out of that, I'll show you guys, while I get set up over here, I don't want to bore you guys watching me get set up, right? I finished off the week stellar hunting this morning. I hit 3 days this week out of 5. And I finished this morning stellar. We ended up leaving a bunch of awesome stuff this morning. But anyway, I'll show you guys the clip of that. It's the short of this morning, but I'm going to edit it for you guys to watch. I'm going to take the boring ending off it, stuff like that says like and subscribe and all that, because you've probably already done that. Now, don't mind the format, because if it's not in the same format, don't mind it, because, reels are in a different format. But at least it's something to watch instead of watching me set up the Retro Collectibles KRAK It set. Roll.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
Just an update, the charger charges super fast and the batteries work awesome. On the left is the higher MAH, or actually on the left it's the higher MAH. They don't look brighter, but that's okay because I'm expecting them to last a hell of a lot longer. Amazon for the rechargeable batteries, boys and girls. Save a lot of money. I got 16 rechargeable AAAs and a fast charger that's actually really fast. And it charges my other Panasonics as well. for 32 bucks delivered the next day, or 33 bucks or something, but way cheaper than Dollarama. And better batteries and a better charger. Good for your cob lights. I know. When's this guy gonna shut up and get to the unboxing? We're gonna do it right now, guys. Glenn just seen a good deal. Most of my friends that I hang out with now are a couple years older than me. Glenn, Giuliano, Dave, so most of their choice of Batmobile is the classic one. I think even Justin prefers the classic one, but I know he is a sucker for the 89 because he loves the 89 as well. But Glenn is getting a lot better with marketplace sniping, and he just found an 89 Batmobile. It's the older Hot Wheels one, and it's the one that comes in the clear tube for 150 bucks. It's like, oh, it's tempting because it's an older one, and it's a kind of a rarer one, and that tube just looks cool. It looks very 89 Batman-ish, and yeah, and it works as a display case to keep the dirt off it and everything. So obviously this one I'm wearing gloves for. This is a 1966 GT40. We're not going to do that again. 1 second, guys. We did that in yesterday's video. And if you want to see that, I'll put a link in the prescription for you guys. 1 sec, I'll go get the right car. Burnout. Okay, guys, I found it. I had to go into the bowels of the Cowie Diecast Museum. Max, you asked a while ago about either Danbury Mint or Franklin Mint. I can't remember. Glenn has a few of those, and he has other ones from another one of the mint companies. I'm gonna see. I don't know if some of the ones he has are not die cast. I don't think they're like a type of porcelain, but I'm not
they're
sure.
From Bradford Exchange.
He has some from Bradford Exchange. I know that those ones were actually a thoughtful gift from his mother, because he still receives them in the mail, which is actually awesome. Okay, so inside the box, since we're cracking it, comes with...
I wonder if my mom's ordering them from the other side.
Paperwork. Yeah, because it's funny, guys. A funny story, since Glenn mentioned that, I'll share it with you. So, God rest her heart, Glenn's mom passed away about a little over a year ago. But she was ordering him from the Bradford Exchange. It's this series of cars, like there's a Batmobile, there's a Riddler car, there's a Joker car, I believe. It's all different cars.
Catwoman's got a car.
Catwoman, yeah. And you get them like once every couple months, whatever, that type of idea. And he would get it, so she passed away, God rest her, and he kept getting the cars, which I thought was a really thoughtful gift because it's kind of keeping on giving to him when she's gone. But he kept getting, was it one car or two cars that you kept getting over and over again? There was one or two of the cars that came.
I got two of them, I think.
That he kept getting several of. There's one of them that you got three of them or something.
Yeah, like. That's the original Batmobile.
Yeah, he got the last couple releases that came. He got one, and then another one, and then he got doubles of one, and then triples of another one. It was weird. There was like some computer glitch, but then he just joked and said he wondered if his mother was sending them from beyond. So that's why I figured I would share that with you guys. So this comes in a cake box. Now say what you will about styrofoam with the environment, guys, but I love these cake boxes. I don't really open too much stuff, or any stuff really yet that's been damaged, I don't believe, in one of these. Keeps it from shaking around too much or breaking off a base, like I did a post about those supercar collectibles ones with the old boxes, and the car came on like these 4 skinny posts that would, if you shook the box, it broke off. By the way, guys, the box The reason we overlooked these so long is because this is the outer box, the shipping box. It doesn't say Exoto, it doesn't say the type of car on it, nothing. So we could have been unboxing these a long time ago. Poor Glenn forgot he even had them. But this is the top of these. If you're opening one of these cake boxes, pay attention. Most of the time it'll say top. So clearly you want to open it from the top. And this is what we're opening. The 118 Cobra, it's the 289. 260, 289. What's the 260 stand for? Maybe is that the tranny or something? I don't know. I'll have to look it up, guys. I'm not an expert on Shelby Cobras. Don't shoot me.
Maybe it's numbered.
Oh, maybe it is numbered. You know what? I don't know if they would put it on that like that, Glenn. But you never know. I could be wrong. We'll look into it. We'll see why it's like that. So yeah, even the main box inside doesn't say a lot. It just says Exoto, die-cast metal, 1 of 18. Now you do get a hint that it's a Shelby inside here because it's got Shelby licensing. Oh, and it does have a Shelby Cobra on the front. Legendary American Classic by Exoto. So it's from the Racing Legends series by Exoto. Okay? Oh, wow. And it's actually a good thing we're opening this one. This one has never been opened before. And how I know that, guys, is, well, A, it was sealed. But it's got this plastic on it. And we don't like plastic. And it looks like it's got like an oil on it where it's sealing almost to the model. We don't like plastic because plastic has chemicals in it and it does sketchy stuff over time. And we've already proved that weird things can happen with plastic and with straps. We don't like straps. Thankfully, newer models, Greenlight, Auto World, one of my favorites for their silver screen machines, they've gotten away from straps. Even the 1 of 21 scale Ecto 1, the little Slimer comes in a blister, and if you take it out, it's kind of done with the blister. They're making the stuff now for collectors, so you could put it back in the box to display it in the box, and I love that. Here it is what we are seeing. I'm not going to test it like the other one that it's bolted in, so, and it's not bolted in, so good thing I didn't go, look guys, these are bolted in, and went like that and it fell. Because the other one was bolted in from the bottom, so. But this looks gorgeous, and it comes with a top. And Glenn, you did it right with the color. You got it black, my friend. A lot of times, I'll open up an awesome model, and Glenn has different taste than me, and I'll be like, damn, I would love this if it wasn't for the color. I love black, and I love this color black, and looking at it, it's got no paint rash, no blemish. Ertl, believe it or not, for not a super high-end company, they do well with black. They kill it with black. For example, take the American Graffiti 55 Chevy by Ertl. Have a look at that black in the light. Like, take a new one out of the box that hasn't sat in the sun and stuff, I mean. But they do well with black, Ertl. And this is that type of triple black. This is gorgeous. We're taking the plastic off it. Ooh, the rims, guys. Oh, you know the Cobra wire. Oh, okay, I gotta show these guys too. Look at the wire wheels, Glenn. Look at these wire wheels, guys. That's not bullshit. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's actual real wire wheels, guys. Like, that's not, it's not bullshit. Wow. And I love the color, Glenn. It's triple black. Is that a Florida plate? Florida. Wonder if it's supposed to be some kind of kingpin back in the day driving this. That's gorgeous, Glenn. Feel the weight.
Oh, yeah.
For a little car like that, it weighs a ton, guys. I wish I could show you. For a little car, it weighs a ton. Oh, it does. It all opens, Glenn. We're going to get into that. It's all banded right now. But yeah, you can guarantee, Glenn, that hood opens on this. A high-end car like that. Now, I don't know if the roof comes off, so I'm going to be very careful handling this for now. Oh, look at the bottom, guys. Now these Exoto or Exoto, I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm gonna look that up actually. They literally look like all the parts are handmade and it looks like it's put together like a car, like individual parts. Like that's how detailed it is. Like even way down in where the eye can't see, or you think the eye can't see, it's got details. And look at that, straight pipes all the way back with the mufflers way up here. That is killer. I cannot wait to get into this. I'm not usually a Cobra guy. Glenn is, but you can ask him. I'm not usually a Cobra guy. This is the best Cobra he has. He's got a number of Cobras. Glenn, this is the best Cobra you got right here. I just hope that roof comes off. I hope it does.
That one I vaguely remember buying.
I hope that roof clips off, Glenn, because that will kill Score if it doesn't. Because if that roof comes off, this is close to another perfect mod. The paint's gorgeous, guys. And I'm not saying perfect because I love Cobras, because I just said I'm not a fan of Cobras. There's not a single Cobra in my collection. Although, if I can get a cheap high-end Cobra and get a little Shelby Cobra figure to stand with it, or Shelby Cobra figure, I was on 4 a.m. shift. Carol Shelby figure, the resin figure. And yeah, anyway, I'm all over the place. The meds have wore off. Max, I'm going to look into the Diecast Museum basement. I think Glenn might have Franklin Mint or Danbury Mint something. Do you, Glenn?
I have one of them. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, I remember seeing something. So whatever it is, I would like to do a video too, because some of that stuff was very good. Believe it or not, guys, you know who had the best General Lee back in the day? Danbury Mint. Danbury Mint had the best one. But looking at it now compared to our modern Silver Screen Machines one, it just doesn't sit right. It's not the same size, but it was the first one, it looked like, to have the actual turbine rims, and I believe it had a CB antenna. Look up the Danbury Mint General Lee. I believe it was Danbury Mint and not Franklin Mint. Yeah, Danbury Mint. But for what it was back in the day, it was the best of the best when it came out. And then the Ertl... The one with the Ertl Authentics casting came out and smashed it. And then Silver Screen Machines took the Ertl Authentics casting one, removed the headrest, cleaned it up, fixed all the friggin' everything on it. And it's the masterpiece it is today. But back before Auto World, that was the champ for a while. Even though it was accurately wrong. Like it had headrests and... Even the flag and the numbers, to me, looking at them, look way off. Like, to a casual Dukes fan, they might look okay, but to me, and a lot of you guys... Sorry, I'm going to quit yapping, but I'm just pumped about this. Look at that. That grill, guys, like that. This thing's insane. I hope that roof comes off. I really do, because if it doesn't, that's going to be a little bit of a... And usually they're looser. But anyway. Oh, the trunk. Oh my God, look at the trunk. Okay, I'm going to show these guys, then I'll show you, Glenn. Okay, so the trunk has a little spare under a spare. Oh my God. Glenn, I'm going to show you as a surprise. Don't look, Glenn. So look at the trunk, guys. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want to ruin the surprise for Glenn. But look at this, okay? Check this out. Glenn, don't you peek and cheat. How is that, guys? And sheet metal. And then, I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is up there with, you know how I always say I love the General Lee hood hinges? This is the best trunk hinge on any die-cast car. And I just blew it for showing Glenn, but I'm going to show him now. I'm going to pause. Actually, I won't pause it. I'll let you hear his reaction. Check this out, Glenn. Come here. So see this, what looks like the spare?
Yeah.
So it's like a cover. Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Holy
so it's
shit.
got the fully wired wheel, another one. And look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that not incredible? Yeah, it's got the hydraulic ram, the arm. That is insane, guys. I'm going to go over this slowly with you because this is... I want to know what the Florida plate represents. Maybe it's a gangster. Gangster from back in the day. That trunk looks so real with the sheet metal. I love the exhaust on it too. This is beautiful, Glenn. I'm not a fan of Shelby Cobras, but this is beautiful. I really hope the trunk comes off, or the roof comes off. Yeah, in my opinion, like, I don't care about value and all that stuff. I go for accuracy and stuff, guys, and Glenn. And if this roof comes off, this is my favorite over the GT40. If that roof comes off.
I don't think it does because the chrome bit that goes over the door and across the front.
Oh my God.
It goes around the back as well.
Look at the inside, guys. Oh my God. I'm going to show Glenn in a second. Oh, Glenn wants to sneak a peek. I don't blame him. Look at that, Glenn. You're seeing that, right? Like, that is the fucking... That's... Oh, I gotta watch my language. What it is, guys, is being monetized, having the partnership. They have bots that watch for swears. My language has got a lot better since I got the YouTube channel because I know that little ones watch. I apologize for my language. Diane used to get angry, and I don't blame her because every second word out of my mouth was F or MF. You know what I mean? Like, a horrible language, but I've gotten it under control for the videos. It's another thing the videos have helped. But look at that. Guys, oh my goodness. Like, wow. Strangely, all this... Oh, it does. Okay, the steering wheel does turn the wheels. Okay, I was going to say, all that detail and the steering wheel doesn't turn the wheels. Look at the seat belts, guys. Like, that is insane. And the roof might just have a button. Like, if that's not the gas tank here, it might be the roof release. We're going to see. But it might be the gas tank. I don't know anything about Cobras, though.
That would be a hell of a reach every time you needed to fuel up.
Oh, yeah, true enough. Yeah,
so dragging the hose over the...
Yeah, it might be the roof, actually. So hopefully it is, Glenn. This engine's going to be insane. This is going to be insane. You know what, guys? Let's let Glenn have the first look over us, okay? We'll let Glenn have the first look.
Oh, man, holy crap. That is such detailed.
Yeah, this is... You don't have a better Cobra than this, buddy. Like, this is the best you have. Oh, oh. And it's got the little rod to hold the hood up so it doesn't fall. So that's what that little rod thing is. But guys...
And check the back license plate because cars back in that era, you pull the back license plate down to put gas in.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't move. That's a detail that they didn't do on this. But it is... That's wild. So that's not a license plate sticker, guys. That's a miniature license plate. Look at that, Glenn. That's not a sticker. Yeah. That's a real little plate.
FST.
But it's metal. It's not a sticker. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is... Guys, these cars, they're expensive, but it's literally like...
It's worth it.
Look at all the little individual parts. Like, I would love to know, Glenn, how many parts go into this. And, it, like, honestly... It's, I don't know how they do it. Like, maybe they do it with a machine, but the detail of it, it looks like they'd have a little guy with tweezers putting everything together. Like that's the rod to hold the hood up. Don't mind it. But guys, I'm blown away. I don't have a model that's more detailed than this, Glenn. This smokes anything I have. And honestly, I like this better than the Shelby.
Mm-hmm.
Or the GT40, the Ford GT40. I like that, but this better. I do. And the roof, I think, does come off, Glenn. Because it was just wiggling weird. We're going to try to get the roof off in a minute. Even the shoulder belts. And there's something loose in the trunk shaking around. What is that? Something shaking, but I don't see nothing loose. Even the trunk lid, guys, has the wiring going into it, like for the signal light, whatever, or the license plate light. Like, it's that detailed. And I love how they ran the exhaust. Just simple and not real restrictive. Might peel those mufflers off, but damn it, guys. I've been hearing people talk about that CNC Models brand lately. I would love to get my hands on one of those to unbox. I didn't think we would ever have high-end stuff like that here, to be honest, guys, but Glenn has these, and these, I think, are up there. I'm blown away. The paint is gorgeous. Like, just gorgeous. That's beautiful, Glenn. And these models, guys, they're so high-end. You can actually buy the nameplate off Kijiji. It's about 30 bucks. I'd shell it out. I told Glenn he's got to do it. They have it for the Ford GT40, so I bet you they have it for this. But they have it for the silver GT40, and it lists the driver of it and the year of it and everything. Like, it's all the little information on the nameplate. And then you glue that to an acrylic display case. Bob's your uncle. Pedro's your wife. Just kidding, guys. Anyway, let's have a look at this up on the look-see set. And I'm not going to put any other cars beside it. How do you do that? I'm not going to put, like, the RetroCobras he has, especially the vintage racing one that he has. I like it, but how do you put that beside this? Right? Wow. Those rims. Those wire rims. That's amazing. I gotta get Dave to watch. In fact, we're gonna keep this out to show Dave tomorrow. Okay? Mm-hmm. Can we keep it loose to show Dave and Giuliano?
Yep.
Okay. Because, yeah, I'm blown away. Like, even the license plate, I'll say it one last time, guys. That license plate is a real metal little plate. That is insane. Okay, let's go to the look-see set. We'll see if we can peel this roof off. This thing's crazy, guys. I'm going to show you something I just discovered. So sadly, I don't think the roof comes off of it, which sucks, okay? But I'm going to look into that more. Maybe it does, but it seems like it's pretty solid. But you know what I discovered? Check this out. So I was fiddling around with the back and I thought, is that a gas cap? Let's see here. Oh, it's moving. Oh, you need some gas? That is the type of detail they put into this. Like, that's the best way I could describe these cars, guys, is all the parts are individual parts. Those wheels are crazy. Zooming right in, look at that, guys. Like, they pay such attention to the detail. You could see what looks like cross-drilled rotors behind it. You could see the valve stem. You could see the tread on the tires. People like my enthusiasm and get excited about my excitement. This thing's insane. I'm not a fan of Shelby Cobras, but I see one of these for an affordable price. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Let's get into this. Let's get into it more. Let's crack this trunk again, because I know I didn't fix the little spare tire thing proper. Lay it flat. But just so you guys can see, it's got a real tire in the back for the car, and it's got the same rims. You could probably pop the tire out. I'm not gonna screw with it too much, so just in case you can't and you break it. You guys have heard me tell the tale, and I felt bad for the guy because he's another YouTuber and I watch his videos sometimes. But he got a Silver Screen Machines General Lee. And I can see why he made this mistake, because it says on the box, opening doors, trunk, and hood. So obviously the poor guy didn't think that the Silver Screen Machine General Lees came with the doors glued shut to simulate being welded shut like the show, because the damn box said that they open. So I watched the poor guy on his unboxing video with a flathead screwdriver, and you know what happened? There was some damages, and it made me almost cry for the guy. So I'm always careful with stuff like that now. That actually, watching that poor guy, it's almost like he took one for the team, because that taught me a valuable lesson that if I'm not sure about something like this, something's not opening, whatever, I'm gonna jump on. I'm jumping on Google right quick just to see what I could see. You can see a little bit of that oily residue, guys, in the light. I should have wiped it off, but the paint's flawless. But it's got the little leather door handle. The interior details are some that blew me away. Like, that looks like real seats in a real car. Actually, let's feel the seats. And I do actually have a car that's nice enough to put with this with glamour shots. It's another Shelby Cobra, and it's gonna surprise you guys, but I'll get that out in a minute. But check out the side of the door even. The glove box, everything. Wild. Look at the front, guys. Love that grille. Sorry about the shakiness. But look at the detail on the front. Look at that emblem. Again, sorry for the shakiness, but I try to zoom in to show you guys and it makes the shakes more evident. But look at that emblem. That is some details, guys. Okay, we're gonna see the best for inside the car. We're gonna come over to the American side, have a look for our American friends. Easy Josie, guys. Like, look at metal bezels around the gauges. Don't even focus. There you go. Those ain't stickers, guys. Like, those look like gauges installed in a dash. Hey, Glenn, do you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like actual little gauges installed in the dash. Look at that friggin' gear shifter. Wow. Sorry about the shaky, guys, but I gotta do it when I zoom in. There we go. Don't worry, something's coming that's gonna help us be less shaky on the look-see set here for the glamour shots, I promise. Look at that, guys. Just had to get some shots of her alone. Triple black, love it. Okay guys, best for last, and I'm gonna make use of that little rod that holds the hood up. I guess it just goes just anywhere maybe, but that is Look at that 289. Look at the heads on it, guys. The valve covers, rather. Cobra. Like, it's got the fins all over it, the cooling fins. Like, that's insane. That is insane, guys. If you are a fan of Shelby Cobras, you need one of these. I'm a fan of the Dodge Charger, so clearly I needed, well, the General Lee. So I needed the best of the best, which is the Silver Screen Machines General Lee, if you didn't know, if you're a new collector, by Auto World. That's the best of the best. Not the Ertl Authentics with the headrest. For God's sake, make sure your General doesn't have that headrest, because you're getting the wrong one. Well, not the wrong one, but if you're going for the most authentic one. But I wouldn't complain if I'd be happy with any General Lee if I had them a few years ago. So don't worry if you have the one with the headrest. The point I'm trying to make is this is the best of the best. So like me wanting the Silver Screen Machines General Lee, if you want a Shelby Cobra, you want this. I could be biased too, guys, because I love the color black. But wow. Now, I told you I had a car that was interesting enough and worthy enough to put with that. Turns out it's the identical car, but it's not. This is a highly detailed model. I can't remember who made it. I'm going to look it up, whatever. It might even be that CNC models and we don't realize it. But this is the exact same year. Sorry guys, that cut me off because my cell phone ran out of storage, my good old iPhone 13. It is awesome, I love it. It's way better than my iPhone 7. But it's starting to get to where I gotta delete videos. But videos take up quite a bit of space compared to pictures. And sometimes I'm deleting a couple hundred videos because I do shorts and stuff. But what I was gonna get into was it's the exact same car, looks like the same year even. But this is red, and this is 1 of 12 scale, guys. So this is a lot bigger. I'm going to put it next to it because it looks like it's detailed just as well. It might be the same company. I don't know. We're going to see who made this thing. When you display expensive stuff out of the box too, guys, for God's sake, cover it, keep the dust off it, whatever. Take care of it if you can. Check this out, guys. So this one's pretty cool. GMP, 1 of 12 scale. Not quite as highly detailed, but it's up there. Like, look at that. For details, though, I'm going to say the Exoto, or however you pronounce it, squashes it. But this is right behind it. Look at those wheels. Same idea. If you notice, these wheels are starting to turn gray, actually. A friend, Eric, who's also a viewer, he's collecting the Bigfoot monster trucks now, like the green light 1 of 18 monster trucks. He thanks me because of my video, because the poor guy bought Bigfoot and now he's ordering them from like everywhere in the world, the monster truck line. He loves them. But he's had some that have had the tires turning white or arriving with white tires. Thankfully, his trucks, you can get tire swaps cheap for the green lights. This GMP, I'm not quite sure, but we're going to try to get a tire, like a shampoo, you know, see if we could fix it. But let's have a closer look at this thing. Hovering right over it just to show you guys that 289. Real similar to that one. There's a lack of detail. The valve covers, remember the little one has the fins on it, the proper fins, and it says Cobra. But I'm not going to take away from this big guy. The doors open unique on this one, but I enjoy the way they open. It's kind of like a tight feeling and they snap open. Maybe they resemble feeling like a real car door, but this has real leather seats, guys. This big one. Look at the seat belts. Real leather seats, carpeted interior. This is GMP from, I believe, what did I say, Glenn? 2007, or did I say 2013?
7, I believe.
Okay, 2007. Look at the gauges here, guys. Cigarette lighter even, eh? Oh, we got some keys hanging out of the ignition. Look at that. Gonna take it for a ride. Gas cap open on this bitch. Oh, it does too. That's very similar, Glenn. It's like a bigger version of the Exoto, but a hair less detailed, and I'm talking a hair. It's even got the hydraulic on the trunk. Look how similar the trunk is. It doesn't have the tire cover, but it's got the spare tire. How's the exhaust setup on this thing? This is where I'm going to have people comment on the video and say, oh, you should have did your research. GMP is Exoto, you damn burnout. Look how similar that exhaust is, though. So yeah, they were going for, don't mind the putty, guys. That's there so it doesn't roll in the case. But they were going for details, so I was going to say this might cost a little bit less because it's not as detailed, but I'm not going to say that because it's also 1 of 12 scale. One last look before we close her off, because me and Glenn have a very early day tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you about that early day, because if you're in the area, maybe you can come visit me and Glenn. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to close off the video now because poor Glenn is falling asleep on the couch. The guy's been working a million hours. He's got his dinner in front of him, passed out on the couch. And we have to wake up mad early tomorrow. And the reason for that, if you're in the Niagara region, come see us at the Niagara Diecast Show. Glenn has a table there that he's going to be selling off some of his collection. And I'm going to be helping him. So if you see us, come say hello and tell me you're a viewer. That way I know how you know who I am. But no, I like when people come say hello in public. A few of you know that because you've come and met me and got pictures with me, a few of you, and stuff like that. So if you see me and want to come say hello, please come say hello. That's the Niagara Diecast Show. I'm going to put the... Actually, I can show you guys. Well, no, I won't put it here because it'll go by too quick. I want you guys to see the info. So I will put a... How am I going to do this? Oh, at the end of the video, I'm going to run a 3-second clip of the information for the diecast show that's in Port Colborne. Just pause the video, write it down. And that way, if you're in the area, you can come see us. Thank goodness I don't got a taste for these Cobras and stuff, guys, because I'm in love with that black one, and I'm not even a Cobra guy, and those are not cheap stuff. Anyway, time for bed. Thanks so much for watching. Update on the DeLorean Super Elite. It's moving along. It's at the sorting center in Feneng-ding-ding-ding-ding. However you pronounce that, that's where it's at. No offense to anybody like that. I can barely pronounce English words for frig's sakes. Yeah, so I will keep you guys updated on that. We also have a turntable coming in the mail for 118s for our look-see set. And that's about it. I'm going to be ordering the little pistol grip with the light on it and stuff like that. I'm just shopping for the best one. So anyway, guys, I'm tired myself. I'm actually dropping pretty quick, as you can tell. Glenn's already asleep, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed already and you're just stumbling across this video, hit subscribe. You'll find that I'm a guy that uploads consistently, and you'll like that. Share with your friends. Tell them to subscribe as well. And as always, guys, be on the lookout. Happy hunting. Hope to see you guys there. Come say hello.